Ken Trahan with John Ehret head coach Corey Lambert. And Corey, it's a proud day for you, obviously, when you see one of the young men in your program attain success and get attention and have an opportunity to continue not just his football career but his education. It has to make you feel good.
Well, it's special. It's a special moment today for me. Especially early midterm graduate says that the kids went beyond expectations of everything, academically also, and just wonderful to see a 4-year plan work for these young men. And it's we got a couple more guys that's gonna sign on third, but for Michael to go to Baton Rouge and have a chance to play as a freshman and get an early start with a new defensive coordinator who comes in with new regime with him, it's gonna be special to see.
Talk about what he brings to the table as a player. What you see as biggest attributes?
I tell you, his speed, and his knowledge of the game, and hiring a 3-4 linebacker coach. I always said, I told her I got to think Mike's probably the best 3-4 linebacker in the country. And Mike's off the edge. He's special. He's fast, and his upside, his potential is so great.
And then you talked about the young man being able to graduate at midterm. First of all, it speaks volumes about what kind of student he is and what he's tried to accomplish, but also it gives him a head start in that college career at a school where there's a new defensive coordinator and there's a whole bunch of linebackers that are leaving.
Right. Yeah, I tell you, it couldn't be better for him. And when I saw it was a 3-4 linebacker, 2-4-5, I called Mike when we was up at the Under Armour thing, and I was up in my hotel room, and he was in his. He said, "Coach, what you think?" I said, "Mike, hey, things are working for you, man. You're graduating early. They got a 3-4 guy, 2-4-5. Listen, Mike, it couldn't be better for you, and that's special. He gets to do it early. He gets to do what everybody else is doing, learn that system with everybody else."
You were here, of course, with Barrow, and when Lamine was here, he was a very good player, linebacker, physical guy. Yep. Went to LSU. Has he spoken about the process at all? Have you guys talked to him at all?
Well, I'll tell you, Lamine's a big I talk to him twice a week. Lamine's in Chicago right now. He left the Denver Broncos. He's with the same staff in Chicago. And Lamine, he lets these kids kind of make their decision. But at the same time, he told them how good of a place it was at LSU and how special it was and how it meant to him and things. And but never deterred him where they needed to go. But he thinks Mike is a great fit for a 3-4 linebacker.
You feel like he made a good decision then?
I think he made a great decision.
And then with your program, again, as we talked to Michael about, he was part of that start here when you guys were 0-9 when you took over and had to start from scratch, and to see it culminate with playing for a state championship. That's just very special, not just for him, but for you. You're born and raised John Ehret, and he feels like a legacy's been left here that will continue. And I know you feel the same.
Well, I tell you, my goal for these young men this year was what legacy do you want to leave? And, they put a stamp on it, and that's what they want to leave. No, it didn't end the way we wanted it, but, I wouldn't trade one moment for it. And I told our kids in the Superdome to enjoy the moment because it doesn't happen all the time. If it happened all the time, then it would happen 30 years ago. You know what I mean? So those kids really were special. They meant a lot to this program. They meant a lot to me. It's tough seeing a guy go and who's been in your program, but as a parent, a father, and a coach, they have to go one day. And you got to start with your new class.
I know you for a long time, and you respect all the other programs, private, public, in the community, and know they have really good programs around. But what this does more than anything else is make a statement. You can get there from here.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, academically and everything, and I got, and I know it's Michael's day, but I got a guy that's on my that's going to sign February 3rd with West Point, and Robert Green's going to sign with West Point. That speaks volumes. And Colorado and places and are recruiting these kids and things like that because these kids are qualified. These kids got 20s and above ACT scores. They hold 3.0 grade point averages, and it's a public school. So it says a lot about John Ehret. And it says a lot about our teachers. It says a lot about our principal, our administration staff. It says a lot about all of that. It says a lot about the will, the desire, and the aptitude these kids are willing to learn at.
Corey, thanks very much. Congratulations. Nothing but the best moving forward.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.